What's up? It's Robert from Existence First, mental training for a modern world. In today's video, I was going to talk about humility and being humble and how it's a virtue and it's a good thing to practice. And in preparing for the video, I looked up the definition and I wasn't happy with what I saw. The definition of humility is a modest or low view of one's own importance. That's straight from Google. A modest or low view of one's own importance. And why would you want to have a low view of your importance? That doesn't make sense. That sounds really negative to me. Like, why would you think low of yourself? I know the opposite is bad as well, and that happens to be the opposite of being humble is being arrogant. And so I looked up the definition of arrogant, and that definition is having or revealing an exaggerated sense of one's own importance. So I think we would all agree that we don't like people who have an exaggerated sense of their own importance. We don't like arrogant people. But at the same time, I'm really not in favor of humble if it's defined as having a low view of one's own importance. The question to ask is, what is the word for having an accurate view of one's own importance, right? What's the word for that? And if a bunch of neurons didn't just explode in your head right now, then I would question if I made my point clear enough. What is the word for having an accurate view of your importance? And I don't know if I can go as far as to say that the lack of this word in the English vocabulary is a testament to the population's inability to face reality. I don't know if I can make that big of a claim, but I'm going to raise that question nonetheless. And I'm going to start addressing the relationship between Homo sapiens and reality. It's about time that that relationship is squared up, because all I see on planet Earth among the Homo sapiens species is so much divergence away from reality. It happens to me myself, right? I go through the day and I'm having all these ideas. I'm like thinking, oh, that person said this thing because of that, or blah blah blah, or I don't think this is really going to succeed what I'm trying here, blah blah blah. And then I just move forward, I take a step, I take an action, and reality responds with a result. It's that simple. And yet we get caught up in our minds, our fantasy factories up here that are like our brains, and we're just completely living in a non-reality. Whether you go this direction and think that you're more important than you actually are, or you go this other direction and you think that you're less important than you actually are. What about being in complete alignment with reality? Like, where is that virtue? So let's make up a new word, unless one exists already. So if you know of a word that is the one I'm trying to think of, then comment that below. And if there is no such word, then write in the comments what word we can create to fill this void. Because as Homo sapiens, the most intelligent species on the planet, if there's any species that's going to be aligned with reality, it better be us. Think deeply and put your existence first.